Gemini and Scorpio compatibility. Scorpio's Plutonian rulership penetrates the core of every situation and person. When most people meet Gemini, they don't readily see the complexity behind the happy-go-lucky veneer and magnanimous personality. But Scorpio sees that Geminis have so many different conflicting aspects of their personality that loving them would be like loving multiple people. Scorpio is intrinsically connected to the unseen mysteries of life, the universal forces behind life and death. Thus, it makes sense that he or she is drawn to the aura of mystery that surrounds Gemini. Hello Cosmic Fam, welcome to Astrology Experts. In this video series, we've analyzed zodiac sign combinations and their compatibility. Let's find out why some people are drawn to or are magnetized by each other and some just naturally repel. Why is that? Good thing we can always ask the stars. Make sure to watch all the way till the end. Values and emotions. These two carry mysteries that are as different as day and night. Gemini is ruled by positive masculine forces, or day, while Scorpio is ruled by negative feminine forces, night. Gemini's summer storms disappear as quickly as they came, and then they're chasing rainbows again. Scorpio holds on to the past even more tightly than Capricorn does. Compatibility rating 1 out of 10. Friendships. Interestingly, friendship is the area in which Scorpios and Geminis most easily achieve harmony and enjoy the mutual benefits of their differences. Outside the context of a romantic relationship, the Scorpion need for intimacy and the Gemini need for detachment aren't as threatened. When Scorpio descends into one of her Plutonian spells of depression, experiencing only the dark side of the universe, Gemini lifts her spirits. Although Scorpions will never actually adopt the carefree optimism and quicksilver resilience of a Gemini friend, he or she will allow herself to be comforted by logic. Although Gemini might sometimes grow bored or impatient with Scorpio's intense probing into human nature, the twins is fascinated by the psychology of this person. She is warmed by the Scorpio's emotional depth and loyal support. Likewise, Gemini represents an emotional and intellectual mystery to solve, and there is nothing Scorpio enjoys more than mysteries. Relationships. Because of his fixed water status, Scorpio hearts hold an ocean depth of love. However, cold walls stand sentinel around it. When the walls are shattered, almost certainly and intentionally, by a whimsical Gemini soul, it leaves the Scorpio heart open and its depth flows out. But because Scorpio rightly senses that Gemini might not be built to hold all of this intense love, he might hold on to her too tightly, exercising rigid control. At first, Gemini may not realize the depth and magnitude of Scorpio's situation. The twins is always half present anyway, and half somewhere else. As a mutable air sign, Gemini will at first humor or even flatter Scorpio's attempt to trap him emotionally. The twins thinks it will pass like everything else in this world. After all, Scorpio can't really be deeply tied to him for a lifetime, can he? After all, she's hardly revealed anything about herself to him, deftly resisting the natural Gemini curiosity. But Gemini is wrong and should look closer. Scorpio is a secretive type and doesn't squander his energies, ever. Unless it's blind obsession, which isn't love at all. Scorpio usually only feels a connection if a mutual one exists. Gemini, who isn't naturally inclined toward permanency, might not notice right away that she's fallen in love with this brooding, mysterious stranger. Remember, Gemini lives primarily in the mind, not the heart. Scorpio, like Cancer, lives in his own depth. He cannot escape his emotions with anything less potent than a drug addiction or dissociative illness. If Gemini planned to keep things light, but he or she really loves a Scorpio, he's in for a long ride, one that will likely turn him inside out. Scorpio must not force the issue. The Scorpion should let Gemini realize she's in love in her own time. Compatibility Compatibility rating 3 out of 10. Marriage. If Gemini feels strong enough to hold the emotional weight of Scorpio's quiet intensity without buckling, Scorpio will start to loosen his tight grip on the twins. It's a good idea for the Scorpion to loosen his grip sooner than later, because Gemini is constantly pulled in so many directions. She'll always have somewhere to go if he restricts her freedom. Neither male or female Geminis will live like caged birds, but most Scorpios don't really want to restrict their Geminis. They just want to feel secure in Gemini's love. Thus, Gemini will need to be more emotionally demonstrative than usual, which she is capable of when in love. Scorpios know instinctively that in life, there exists the kind of loss that burrows itself so deep inside, no one can fall into it and die. Gemini, who lives mostly in the mind, is like a hummingbird that lands on the sweet surfaces of flowers, then flits off to the next pretty bright thing. This doesn't make them shallow though. In fact, they're arguably the most intelligent sign in the zodiac, and intellectually curious about everything. But it does make them less willing to penetrate the core of love and most matters than Scorpio. It also makes them less karmically aware of just how deep love and loss can go. If this relationship gets to marriage, Scorpio will need to be at peace with the fact that Gemini will never devote every ounce of his being to anyone, person, idea, or cause. Their own children and life partners will know parts of them. Gemini needs to meet Scorpio halfway in the Pluto need to experience oneness with a lover, empathetically experiencing every nuance of their being during lovemaking. Although Gemini may never do exactly that, if she lets him see her vulnerable emotional core during sex, it'll go a long way. For Scorpio, sex is intrinsically tied to spirituality. Compatibility rating 2 out of 10. Hey stars, let us know what you think of today's video. We'd really love it if you share your experiences to us and everyone watching this. If you're an introvert, even online, that's fine too. You can always privately send and share this to your star peoples. Before we proceed, hit that like button so we'll know that you enjoy watching videos like these from us. Communication. Interestingly, many Geminis do flourish under Scorpio's guidance and wisdom. Geminis move through life like fairy tale ingenues, even the men. Their curiosity draws them deep into the woods, but they soon get lost. Scorpio sees that even the most boisterously communicative, socially confident Gemini is in need of rescue to some extent. Both male and female Scorpios have an instinctive need to heal what's broken inside of a lover. Both of these signs have a tendency toward cold detachment. With that said, be aware that they have different tendencies toward cold detachment. Gemini is an air sign. Her detachment is genuine and due to a tendency to intellectualize most situations. As a water sign, Scorpio detachment is much more dangerous. It means that he or she is feeling so hurt and vulnerable that they're frozen inside. They're scorpion stingers poised to snap. To successfully love a Scorpio, Gemini has to soften her approach and develop more emotional sensitivity. To relate to a Gemini, Scorpio must be passionately devoted to more things in life than just Gemini, such as a cause, career, or their children if they have them. Compatibility rating 3 out of 10. Sex and intimacy. Scorpio can be as masterful at mind games as Gemini. What does this have to do with sex, you ask? For these two, everything. First of all, everything in Scorpio's world relates to sex somehow. Secondly, Gemini's flirtatious personality and emotional evasiveness triggers Scorpio's jealousy and insecurity. The power of Pluto is instilled in this person, so while Gemini plays mind games with double talk, employing their quick mercurial minds, Scorpio manipulates by projecting emotions. He or she might pull Gemini so close that it feels as if she's breathing him instead of air. And then, if he's harboring some secret pain she caused, she will build an icy wall between them the next time she opens up. Even knowing how hard it is for Gemini to open up, Scorpio might do this if he feels mistreated. All of this tension reveals itself in the bedroom. Sexually, they are coming from different places, but when their paths convene, it's explosive. Gemini has an experimental attitude towards sex that is intensely satisfied by Scorpio's kink. But Scorpio, who explored his sexuality from a young age, is ready to channel it into a passionate, committed bond. For this bond to work, Gemini needs to be open to Scorpio's guidance and be willing to learn the great mystery of love. Compatibility rating 4 out of 10. Gemini and Scorpio compatibility pros. If these two have the desire to stay together, Gemini is clever and creative enough to find ways to fill Scorpio's immense needs without abandoning her own commitment to freedom. Scorpio is intuitive enough to understand that Gemini really does love him and has the capacity to love her as she is. Because Scorpio represents the 8th astrological house of sex, to Gemini, the twins feel a strong attraction despite his initial resistance. Scorpio is loyal enough to withstand Gemini's erratic behavior without giving up. Gemini is mutable enough to tolerate many of Scorpio's extremes and is too logical to take them personally. Gemini and Scorpio compatibility cons. Scorpio seeks oneness with a lover, and Gemini always keeps some parts of himself reserved. Sexually, these two face some major incompatibility issues. Scorpio might initially find Gemini superfluous and suspect. Gemini might be scared away by Scorpio's intensity. Summary of Gemini and Scorpio. These opposites don't always attract, but when they do, the relationship is almost never a mere dalliance for either of them. Gemini might pretend it is, but if the twins really cares, this bond holds karmic lessons that will unfold as painfully and ecstatically as Scorpio's existence. For Gemini, there is a deeper sense of self to be gained here, an emotional awakening. For Scorpio, Gemini challenges his very nature. Both their positive and negative qualities are magnified in such a way that they can't run from themselves, even if they run from each other. Overall compatibility rating, 2 out of 10. We're glad you made it all the way through. You can find your zodiac compatibility here on this playlist. If you're single and don't want to mingle yet, click that subscribe button and let's work on yourself first. Come visit our website, astrologyexperts.com. Learn about zodiac signs and so much more over there. Thanks for watching and see you next time.